binti Muhammad Korisan. My matric number is 2011732 and I am from Group G. So in this documentary video, we will explain about the important point in this project, which is the background of the project, the objective of the project, the significance of the project, the challenges of the project, and the recommendation towards the challenges. The topic that we choose for this project is about recycling and frequency of segregation of waste among IIUM communities. As we know, proper waste management not only important to the society and to the community, but also important to the environment as well. Other than that, proper waste management also can educate the community to recycle and separate their waste properly. So on 1 September 2015, the government of Malaysia had imposed a new law which mandatory to all community to separate their own solid waste. So in order to follow this new law, our university, which is International Islamic University Malaysia, had provided a recycle bin around our campus. We can see the recycle bin around the Kulliyyah building and also in the Mahallah. This is actually one of the way of how IIUM want to educate the IIUM communities on how to separate their solid waste properly. Next is the objective of this project. One of the objectives of this project is to educate the students about the importance of segregation of solid waste. When the students are aware about the importance of segregation of solid waste, then they will start to practice a proper waste management in their daily life. And that it is one of our objectives to support the sustainable development goal. As we know, the world that we live today is not only for us but also for the future generation. The future generation is actually depends on the sustainable consumption and production. As we know that we actually have the power and it is our duty to save our world from being disrupted, because we are not the only one that will live in this world. With this project, we hope that we can educate the students and make the students aware about the sustainable development goals, and we hope that they will start practicing a proper waste management in their daily life. Next, I will pass it to Aini to explain about the significance of this.
Recycling is an important practice that should be nurtured among students, but there are still many students who do not practice recycling in the campus area, especially in Mahallah. Therefore, project on the frequency in segregation of waste is very important because it can reveal the attitude of IIUM community toward the practice of recycling and provide an action plan to the university to increase recycling on campus.
Throughout this project, it can be observable that most students do not segregate waste into plastic, glass, and paper, but instead always throw it directly into a regular bin. As a result, recyclable waste will be contaminated because there is a lot of waste that students do not segregate. For example, paper and plastic food wrappers are thrown in the same bin along with some leftover food in the container. As a result, the quality of the food packaging has decreased and it's difficult to isolate after mixing with another waste such as water and food. Even aluminium cans are disposed of in the same bin. This causes a lot of waste that can be recycled on campus is not recycled, and show the use of recycling bin provided by the university in the campus area is less used among students.
Based on the survey conducted on the use of recycle bin in the campus area, it was found that most of the respondents know the importance of recycling and the implication of recycling, but there are still many students that did not practice recycling in daily life.
For example, only 13 respondents practice recycling, while 27 respondents rarely recycle, and another 10 respondents did not recycle in daily life.
Challenges on solid waste separation. There are also challenges towards solid waste separation. Students nowadays are lack of awareness of waste separation. They don't get involved in any solid waste separation. People are less informed regarding this solid waste separation. They are not informed about the consequences of mixing solid waste and the benefit of waste separation. We can see there are many rubbish, a lot of rubbish scattered. This is a big problem. So here in IIUM, we are going to see whether students practice solid waste separation or not. This one is trash, and here we can see recycling bins. The first is for plastic, the second is for paper, and the orange one is for aluminium. Okay, yes, we can see the orange. We can see there are cans and also papers, and here in plastic bins we can see plastic and also papers. Okay, so it seems students don't practice solid waste separation. Students like to throw garbage everywhere. We can see he throw the rubbish outside the rubbish bin and just ignore the rubbish. There are also students who damage and spoil the rubbish bin. About management, sometimes students complain about poor management. Students say that the management doesn't work well, the rubbish bin is always full of rubbish, they don't take it out, they mix all the rubbish, and many more complaints.
So as has been told before, there are so many challenges and problems that we face on the segregation of solid waste practice among students, such as the students' lack of awareness, lack of responsibility, and the poor management by university authorities. So, what are we gonna do to solve this challenge? Or, to be clear, what the solution of this matter? So here there are a few recommendations to solve this challenge, which is first, organize a 1-month recycling campaign. In this campaign, there will be many interesting activities and it will be held for a month. For example, in this campaign, there will be 2 competitions, which are poster competitions and recycling competitions. For poster competitions, the student who participate shall make a poster about the importance of waste management based on their own creativity, and whoever has created a beautiful, creative and useful poster will win and will get interesting prize. Thus, from these competitions, at the same time, the participant will increase their awareness while they created those posters. Next, for recycling competitions, in 1 month, whoever recycle their waste the most is a winner and will get the interesting prize too. They just need to record or take picture of how frequently they recycle their waste and at the end make a compilations of it. The video or the compilations will be uploaded on our website to the participants. Next, create one task force or organization that will monitor and manage solid waste management in the university. We will collaborate with diversity in order to create this team, and we will call it a recycling task force. This team will consist of whoever volunteer to join, and it does not matter whether it is a student or a lecturer. Then, in this task force, every weekend the member will visit and look up at every garbage bin in the university and together do the recycle by segregating the rubbish according to the type at the plastic can and so on. From this, the member not only train themselves to recycle their waste, but also help the university to sustain the SDG goals. As you can see here, those recommendations are based on this survey that we asked to the students.
In conclusion, there is an importance where recycling practices need to be nurtured among students because many recyclable waste is not recycled by students within the campus area. And also, various measures need to be taken to foster recycling practice among students because recycling can reduce the amount of waste, provide a clean environment from pollution, and save energy as well as money. Most importantly, the use of campaign and task force can also be one of the methods for the university management to increase recycling practice among its students.